Hey guys, my name's Crystal Kenny, and I'm in love with creating. All things artistic and imagination involved. I'm an American girl who chased her creative dreams all the way to Paris, France, making a living using photography. This podcast takes you inside the stories of all the artsy folks I've met along the way and gives you that extra push to discover your creative gifts. The desire to create is deeply inside each and every one of us, and I give you the tools and inspiration to find a new way of living a more creative life. This is La Vie Creative, the podcast. My guest today is a born and raised Parisian. She grew up in a family that was obsessed with art because her father was an art dealer. He began collecting the works of artist Jacqueline Marval, and they actually decided to open a gallery to honor this wonderful artist. Now, if you don't know who Marval is, you're about to learn a lot about this badass woman from French history. But today we chat with Camille Roux de Buisson to learn more about it. Also, if you'd like to see more of Marval's work in America, her work will be touring there. So make sure you check out the website at the end of the show. So welcome to the show. I'm so happy to have you here. We met through Facebook, I believe, because you joined our Facebook group, correct?
Yes, Claudine, actually. Hi, Claudine.
Yeah.
She added me to the group. I think maybe I saw you at Debbie's birthday party in Ile Saint-Louis, no?
Oh, yes, exactly. You were there. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I feel like 100 years ago now.
I know, it feels like from a different life.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, I'm so excited to talk about this new project you're working on. But first, I want to talk a little bit about you.
Sure.
You are a born Parisian, correct?
Yes, exactly. I was born in the 16th, actually, but I never lived there. I've always lived in the 9th. So it's right below Montmartre.
Mm-hmm.
And Pigalle. It's in the center of Paris.
The 9th is like the cool place now. That's like the hipster, night. I don't think it was always like that, but now it's so popular.
And now it's very popular. But I mean, I remember from when I was a kid. So I went to school on the Rue des Martyrs, which is now like the most popular street in the area. And when we were kids with my brothers, it was a whole different story.
Yeah.
You didn't have like all this, like the fancy shops and everything. It was just very casual.
Yeah. Now it's total, it's like Brooklyn and New York. It's like hipsterville. I love the 9th, and we're neighbors. It's only 10 minutes to your gallery. And I want to talk a little bit about you growing up around art, and especially the artists we're going to talk about. Can you talk a little bit about your father and how he collected Marval's art?
Yes, with pleasure. So my dad, he works as an art dealer, and he used to have a gallery in the Louvre des Antiquaires in Paris. So I grew up between the 9th and there because I was there all the time. Yeah. Basically, he discovered Jacqueline Marval about 40 years ago, fell in love with her work, and he started collecting her pieces. So he just he had to put them somewhere. So he put them in our house, and I grew up surrounded by her paintings.
Ah, that's so crazy. I mean, after looking at her work, it would just be so inspiring to have her surrounding you all the time.
Yes, but as a kid, you see them and it's beautiful, of course. But as a kid, you live with them every day, and it's amazing. I mean, now I realize how lucky I was. But as a kid, you're just a kid.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you don't understand anything.
Exactly.
You're like, who cares? And so talk a little bit about what inspired you to open the gallery featuring her work. I mean, it's all her work, and how did that come about?
So basically, it was his idea. So he was collecting her pieces for 40 years, and he was working on bringing her back to light because she was very, very, very famous when she was alive. So she was born in 1866,
Mhm.
She arrived in Paris at the very early 1900s.
1900s. Yep, exactly.
1900s, yes. She arrived in Paris in the 1900s. She started painting, and then she got this huge recognition, and she was exhibited a lot in France, in Paris mostly, obviously, but also all over Europe and even in Asia and in the States. So she was a very big artist when she was alive, and then she died in 1932.
Oh, wow.
And slowly people kind of, they forgot about her. She had no kids, no one to take care of her works and legacy.
Yeah.
And then war happened, and so people kind of forgot about her. And so when my dad discovered her work, he fell in love with the work, and then he was like, he realized it's impossible to, like, for people not to know about her and what she did. So he started collecting the pieces, and years after years, he started thinking about creating something especially for her, to bring her back to light and to protect and promote her work.
Hmm.
So we got that space about a year ago, and then we had lots of renovations to make. Well, it's actually funny because it's the ground floor of his house in the
Oh,
ninth. Yeah, so we decided to create the Comité Jacqueline Marval with my dad and my brothers, and so we exhibit about 100 pieces. So it's 70 oil on canvas,
hmm.
and then we have drawings and smaller pieces, and we also have this archive database.
Yeah, the archives.
Archive, sorry.
Yeah, no, I like the French version better.
I never know how to say it. So yeah, we have the archives, which we worked a lot on finding them. We have about more than 750 press articles.
Wow.
We have the pictures from when she was alive in Paris, in Biarritz, and we have catalogs of some exhibitions from when she was alive. We have the originals. So yeah, that's very exciting.
You basically adopted her, it sounds like.
She really feels like family.
Yeah. Because like you said, she didn't have children, no one carried on her legacy, and your
Yes.
family has really, you've got all her stuff. You're promoting her, you're carrying on her legacy.
Yeah, exactly. Because basically, she was not born in Paris. She was born in Quai, which is near the city of Grenoble. And she had, like, the first 3 years of her life were very usual and classic. Like, she got married and she had a baby, and the baby died when the baby was 6 months old.
Mhm.
So that kind of created that urge to live for her at that moment. And she was already very creative. She was working as an embroider.
Embroiderer, yep.
Embroider. And then when she arrived in Paris, she was doing that job as well. And then she started painting. And at the beginning, she was extremely creative, and she didn't have a lot of money when she very started and when she just arrived in Paris. So she would take, like, her bed sheets, and she would just use them as canvases.
That's so crazy. I love
Yeah.
that. It's really getting creative. And, it is expensive to buy those materials. And also,
Yes.
being a woman during
Mhm.
that time, it wasn't very, all the men, it's such a man-dominated world. How
Yeah.
did you break through that barrier?
Well, basically, when she arrived in Paris, so she was just by herself, right? She left the husband behind. And she arrived in Paris, and she met with Flandrin, who was also a painter. And then they fell in love, and they had, like, a love story of about 30 years. So she met him while she knew him a little bit, and then one day she wanted to see him, and he was a student at the Atelier Gustave Moreau's. So with Matisse, Marquet, Camoin, lots of them. So one day she decided she wanted to see him, and she just went to his atelier, and he wasn't there because he was at the Atelier Gustave Moreau. So she was waiting and waiting, and he was taking a very long time. So she grabbed the canvas and she just started painting a bouquet of flowers.
And was she a painter before that?
No. She didn't go to, any art school or atelier. It was just like it was within her.
Wow, it was natural. She was like a little prodigy.
Exactly. And then so she started painting this bouquet of flowers, and Flandrin came back and he saw that. So he grabbed the canvas and he threw it across the room. And then he went back to pick it up, and he got on his knees and begged her to keep painting.
What?
Yes. So she did, and so that's how their story began. And then he was friends with the whole squad, basically, of Matisse, Marquet, Manguin. So she became friends with them, and she was spending all of her time with them. They would go to the Jardin du Luxembourg, and they would just paint there all day long, every day. They would go party at Van Dongen's. So she was with these painters all the time, and she was herself painting a lot since the very beginning of when she arrived in Paris. And
then she made good connections.
She made good connections, and she was very talented, and she wasn't scared of speaking up, or she wasn't scared of anyone. And when she wanted to show something, she would just do it.
I love that. That's
she wasn't afraid of the very the male art critics back then, and they didn't take a female artist seriously.
Yeah,
So
they were.
She didn't care. She was just painting those huge paintings. She made very, very big ones, and she would just paint them and then show them at some art salon. And she wasn't scared or afraid of what anyone could tell.
That's so great. That's something that we all need to learn today as well.
That's what I was thinking when I was saying it.
And how has she inspired your life? Obviously that, do what you want. Is there anything else about her life that inspires you today?
I mean, well, I grew up surrounded by her art, so I think it kind of sharpened my eye. And now, even before I started working in the arts, I think it was something that inspired me as well. I mean, I used to work in fashion, and I think the eye was a lot created when I was how do you say? I don't know how to say. Even in French, I wouldn't know.
But she's inspired you from seeing her work. She kind of put that inside you, growing up.
Yes. And then I had it exactly, and her character and attitudes. That inspires me every day.
Definitely. And would you say that it's still difficult for female artists today to break into the French art world? I mean, as someone working in the art world, do you think female artists are more accepted now?
I mean, I think it's great that nowadays it's way easier, and people realized there were some great female artists now, and we should pay attention to them the way we do for male artists. And it's crazy that, if you study art history in school, they will tell you about hundreds of male painters.
Yeah, of course.
And for how many female painters? But they did exist, of course.
Yeah, we only hear about 3 of them.
Yes, exactly.
We don't get very many of them. That's why me and Claudine talk about a famous female artist every Monday on the podcast, because there's so many that have been forgotten. And even Marval, like you said, Marval, she's been forgotten, and you guys are bringing her back.
Yes, how I hope so.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, even Apollinaire, he was obsessed with Marvel. He was talking about her a lot, and he was saying that she was kind of the new Berthe Morisot, and he said that two artists will remain, and they will be like the great artists of that time, and they were Marval and Marie Laurencin.
That's crazy. And yet we've never heard of her.
Yes, and when you read biographies of Matisse, the name of Marval keeps on coming back. And when you read the press and the critics from that time, so first of all, it's crazy to see how they were describing female artists. They were not painters, they were women who paint.
Interesting. So they had to separate the two things. They couldn't just be a painter.
Exactly. It's like you can't be a painter, you're just painting for fun. But
Like that.
Marvel was really respected.
Yeah, for her time. And I think it was part of that badass attitude as well. She was like,
Oh, for
respect me.
sure. For sure.
And what about yourself? Have you taken up painting or any of the arts? I know you were working in PR and fashion. Has she inspired you to pursue some new creative endeavors?
I don't really paint. I tried once, and it wasn't amazing. No, but my brother is an artist. The one who lives in Brussels. He's a painter. His name is Lucien.
Okay.
And he's extremely talented, and I think he got the whole creative part of the family.
Yeah, all the creative bones.
Exactly. I can't draw. I can't paint. I wish I could, but I can't.
I haven't discovered it yet. We all have a little hidden gift.
Exactly. Maybe one day.
And what's the most difficult part of running a gallery now that I mean, obviously COVID was a big obstacle for you guys, but
Yeah.
walk me through like your daily routine. Like, how does it work running a gallery?
Well, we have something a little particular because as we want to bring her back to light, we are not actually selling her pieces because it's like a private small museum.
Yeah.
So we're not selling any pieces, and we receive by appointment only. So it was a weird year because we got the space last year, and then we had lots of renovations to do, and then we're ready to open for spring. But then we had the first lockdown.
Yeah. Eesh.
So it was very, very frustrating. Then it was summer. But I mean, the good thing with the first lockdown is we had lots of time to go through the archives and do some research and find a lot of new stuff about her. I mean, new stuff we didn't know. So we did lots of research, and that was extremely interesting. And then summer was there, and then we're ready to open again for autumn.
So were you able to welcome some people this summer since Paris was kind of open this summer?
No, I mean, I think everyone after the first lockdown in Paris wanted to go anywhere else than Paris.
Yeah.
So we thought it wasn't the best time to open, like during the summer. And then for fall, we did the whole website again. We had a website before, which was good, but we wanted to do something better. And we wanted to put like a part of the archives online because it's a better way to tell her story. And we wanted to focus more on her and her life on the website. So we redid the whole thing. So now if you go on it, you have, well, obviously the biography, but you also have pictures and press articles, and you have the whole list of the exhibitions, which will take you 2 days to read. But
Yeah, I'm looking at the website. It's great. And you have an English version too, which is wonderful.
Yes, I hope I didn't make any mistakes.
Oh, you did a great job.
Thank you. So yeah, and then we just opened like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I mean, it's still COVID, so museums are closed in Paris, but as it's private and it's by appointment only, we have people coming. We have press. We have curators coming, and historians and journalists coming to learn more about Marval.
And is France recognizing what you're doing for the artist? Like, is the government like, honoring you in some way for honoring her, or does that happen?
We have very interesting meetings coming up in the beginning of 2021. So hopefully, yes, it will speed things up. But I mean, we're pretty, like, so far we're pretty happy with it because, I mean, as I told you, we just opened in times of COVID and we have
Yeah.
interest from museums and very interesting people. So we're very happy. And at the same time, I mean, she deserves it.
Yeah. I love it. And what is the most important thing you want people to know about her?
Oh, that's a good question. The most important thing to know about her is, well, I think the very important thing is to know that it's great that today we make some room for female artists, but we also should not erase the ones from before, from art history, the ones who made art history as well.
Yeah.
We should remember them. And I mean, we work on the case of Jacqueline Marval because we fell in love with her, but she wasn't the only female artist back then.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing to remember about Jacqueline Marval is that she learned by herself. No one taught her anything. Yet she had like this huge place in art history back then. And she was very recognized and she produced a huge amount of paintings. She was very, direct. She would paint a canvas very, very quick.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't need to, make too many studies of it. She was very spontaneous.
Yeah.
In her life and in her work, and that's how she painted. And she did an amazing career, and well, people should see it.
Yeah. People should know about her
Yeah,
existence and be inspired by her lifestyle.
exactly. And when she started painting, she was noticed immediately by Ambroise Vollard,
Mm-hmm.
who was this huge art dealer. And he saw her. She exhibited about 10 pieces at the Salon des Indépendants in 1901.
Yeah.
And he saw them and he bought 10 of them.
Oh, wow. So he was a supporter from the beginning.
From the very beginning, exactly. I think he really helped her getting bigger. And so he was buying and selling her pieces for a few years, about 7 or 8, I think. And then she also worked with Bert Weil at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Which
We talk about her in the podcast with Claudine.
yes. Her gallery was right behind the Cité Malesherbes, where we have the Jacqueline Marval Comité.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I can show you when you come. It's so close to your place.
Ah, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm so excited to visit, and I want other people to see as well. Like once we can all like travel and live again, it would be so nice to like see the work. And why do you think that creative people are attracted to Paris? I mean, you were born in Paris, so maybe it's difficult for you to see, but why do you think it is?
Well, maybe it's a bit cheesy to say that, but I think anywhere you look, you're inspired by everything. I mean, the architecture, the buildings, the people. I mean, personally, I mean, yeah, I grew up here and I was born here, but I still look at everything when I'm on the streets.
Yeah.
Everything, everyone. I try to grab any little thing I can. And yeah, I think it's, and then obviously you have all the museums and the culture and everything, but I think it's also on the street. Everything and anything can be inspiring here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city. And, a lot of people, we all share that feeling, whether you were born here or it's your first time. It's
Yeah.
still inspiring daily. And it's funny because a lot of, the Parisians, you have like representation of being like mean but I heard that it's not the Parisians that are mean, it's the people that have like moved here and lived here too long. What do you say about that?
I have a friend, she's not from Paris, and she told me the exact same thing.
I find like true Parisians to be really nice, the ones that were born here.
I hope so. Well, I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's been my experience. The Parisians that were actually born here are actually quite nice. It's just the people that move here and are miserable in their jobs that are so.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Yeah, maybe, but I can't really say anything because my friends who weren't born here won't talk to me again.
Yeah, don't comment on that one. You'll get in trouble.
But maybe.
Yeah, I like it. We'll just leave maybe no comment. And what's the best advice you've been given?
Well, it actually very close to what we're saying about Jacqueline Marval. I think the best advice I was given is to just go for it and show people what you got. And if you make a mistake or if you fail at some point, whatever, everyone does. And no one will pay attention too much because people are busy thinking about their own lives and experiences and failures. So might as well go try everything you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. People forget you 5 minutes later anyway.
Exactly.
Like,
When you're like super stressed about something, people are super stressed about something else. So they
yeah.
don't even pay attention to what your problem is for more than 10 minutes?
Yeah, we are the center of our own universes.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think the best advice I was given is to just go and do whatever I want to do.
I love that. No, I completely agree. Life is so short. You might as well do whatever the heck you want to do.
Exactly. And if you're working in some field and you want to drastically change, why the hell not? I mean, as long as you can and you can try it, sure. Let's do it.
I like that. I like to think of life as just one big playground. We can just have fun.
Yeah. I'm all about having fun.
Yes, I completely agree. You live in the ninth. It's perfect for fun.
Oh my God.
And is there any kind of, somebody who's lived here your whole life, is there anywhere in Paris that's kind of magical for you, or like a park or a museum that really inspires you?
Well, so many places. Musée d'Orsay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, lots of museums in Paris inspire me a lot. And when I'm walking there, it's just like I enter another dimension, kind of. And it brings back lots of childhood memories as well. So if I enter the Musée d'Orsay, for example, I can spend hours there. And usually I only get out because, you have like the voice in the speakers telling you have 10 minutes to get out of the place.
Get out.
So yeah, and the Musée du Louvre as well.
Mm-hmm.
This one especially brings back a lot of childhood memories because, I mean, so you have the Musée du Louvre and you have the Louvre des Antiquaires, which it's closed now, but used to be right in front of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have so many memories there. I mean, obviously the art in the Louvre is, I don't even have words to describe how beautiful it is, but it also brings back a lot of things on a personal level as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your childhood. I mean, you grew up in these places having a father as an art dealer.
Yeah, I loved it.
What a cool way to grow up.
And
I mean, parents are obviously open.
Mm-hmm. And then Montmartre inspires me a lot as well. I go for walks in Montmartre a lot, not only during lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
when you can walk not too far from your place, but also like, you know, every day. And I just love to walk around Paris. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
It brings me back to, I don't know, my focal point.
Yeah, get you centered.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm obsessed with Montmartre. I mean, I live here. Like we were talking about, you probably passed me because you were walking around here like 4 times a day during confinement.
I will definitely let you know next time I come.
Well, look for me and a little dog, and you come up for a tea.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely, there's an energy here, and I think it's probably it's the leftovers from the artists that lived here before.
Yeah, and also, you know, like since we opened the Comité Jacqueline Marval, I feel like this inspiration when I enter the space itself, and when I'm in the middle of the paintings. Like I went away for a few days last weekend.
Yeah.
And I came back and I opened the office and I was like,
And what kind of energy is it? How would you describe it?
I don't know. It feels very relaxing yet empowering at the same time.
I like that. That sounds like it sums up her very well.
Yeah, that's maybe she's kind of there. I don't know.
Imprinted on you. You're her adopted daughter.
Yes.
And where can people sign up to come see the work? Obviously on the website, anybody can just schedule a rendezvous and come with you.
Yes. The important thing is just to book an appointment.
Okay.
So people can email me directly on the website and on our Instagram as well, which is at Comité Jacqueline Marval. And voila.
Perfect. I'm so excited to share this with everybody. I want everyone to know about Jacqueline. She is a wonderful woman. Go see her work, guys. You'll be inspired. Get some of that energy. And thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. We'll see each other in person soon.
Yes, with pleasure.
Thanks so much for tuning in to La Vie Creative. You can find more information on MissParisPhoto.com. And if you enjoyed this show, please feel free to share and spread the word for all my creative guests. We have the power to help them to keep doing what they love. See you next time.